Can anybody hear me? Hey, what up? Hold on. Do I have just streaming? Yeah, I do have just shut it down. Hey everyone. Today we're gonna be reacting to some videos. Sorry for streaming so late. It's just I've been a little bit like took a little nap or whatnot today, and yeah, I actually wanted to just watch some videos and react to this shit. Now earlier I was in another Discord watching some videos and all that good stuff. And hold on, I gotta fix my character because they're moving around with the mouse. Boop, boop. There we go. Now we can actually like move around regularly and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, I was watching a couple of videos with about fighting and stuff like that from Street Beefs and this one called King of the Streets. And yeah, that shit's pretty wild. King of the Streets, they fighting on concrete. Like real concrete, bare knuckle. Like I don't mind bare knuckle, but on concrete? Come on, my guy. And then dude's getting hammer fisted into oblivion. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my profile shot. No, have you really got like hammer fist into oblivion? Like, I got punched the fuck out one time, but like, wait, what does this mean? You know, no, we can't be watching other YouTubers. Let's go. Hold on, guys. Fly me to the moon. Something, something, something. What are these words? Let's see. Let's do. Is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Boop.
My fellow Zelda fans and gamers, welcome to this Zelda Tears of the Kingdom debate at Commonwealth Realm. Today we will hear the 45th and 46th presidents duke it out on No Zelda at PAX East. So be sure to like and subscribe.
America First. Also, who selected you as host?
The non-ex-president of the United States of America. And you know what? I will just leave you to do your thing.
Sleepy Joe?
I have had finer introductions, but thank you, and let me just say that this is typical Nintendo.
Low energy Nintendo, just like low energy Joe.
That is rich coming from the one-term president who lost the popular vote twice.
The election was stolen from me, just like Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom was stolen from us at PAX East 2023. Joe, do you have any idea how much people have invested to get to and stay in Boston for that week?
Oh, come on, Donald. Nintendo never stated that they would bring Zelda to Boston and PAX East.
Oh,
it was only
God.
Expectations based on what they did with Animal Crossing at PAX East in 2020 and Splatoon
right
3
now,
at PAX
so
West last September.
This is kind of like
Expectations,
not
which
that
were
high
based on
materialism
all
of,
prior 3D Zelda games, including Breath of the Wild in 2016 and
President's
2017,
AI,
being playable at
President
Nintendo
talk
booths
about
prior to the
fucking,
release starting my
magic
presidency.
or
Played by
fucking,
fake news press or the
Legend
greater
of Zelda.
public. Having a booth at
We need
PAX
more
and not marketing
insults.
your biggest game to a live audience who will spread the word is a stupid idea.
Hold
and all
on,
the
we
big
need better
Zelda
insults
YouTubers
than
agree
this.
on this.
Probably the only thing they agree with you on, but that is beside the point. Nintendo is sending a signal that they want the promotion of Tears.
Hold on, we need better insults. Oh shit. I was watching earlier how to put your VIM into Swift Filmmaker, and I need to use something like Blender, and I have to reinstall Blender onto my PC, which is gonna take me a cool minute, cause I have to get all my add-ons for Blender and stuff like that that I use for VIM work and stuff. But wait a minute, what? 1 year ago? Okay, let me see. We have to watch this. Oh, let's remember these guys.
This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, where you can buy all the magic cards you want.
Let's go.
Imagine you
Oh,
could do this
shit.
on Arena. That'd be having a Christmas special right now. Yeah, we got a fireplace, but yeah, we should be playing some cool deck, and I'd make some, I guess, Christmas themed jokes and edits. But to be honest, when I play Arena lately, and I think I'm speaking for a lot of our viewers here, all I want for Christmas is fixing the damn Arena economy. What the f? I think if Magic players can agree on anything, and to be honest, That's a pretty high bar. It's that its economy
High
is
bar.
kinda messed up, from the reserved list to commander staples modern, and the topic of today's video, the arena economy. Now we all know it's incredibly expensive, and this is not gonna be a video on how much it would cost to get everything, because Seth already made a great video about this. But this was a year ago. I mean, it must have gotten somewhat better, right? Yeah, no, that is not what happened. Quite the opposite, actually. Oh, this is just ridiculous. And believe it or not, this video is not about alchemy, even though there's a lot to talk about, but alchemy is...
I wonder, since it's been like a whole year, does, Magic the Gathering ever, like, fix their shit?
How could you possibly turn a board game into a computer? Well, let's get technical. Called Magic the Gathering is turning the tape and necessary. For example, if you want a Aetherborn or a Basilisk, I by damage because no activation moved my actually moved down the tape in one direction with this balance of +1 and -1 counters.
Okay, so this tape is moving left and right based on our program. So are you saying like we...
I'm gonna watch another video. I really want to watch something on video games, but I really want to watch some shit on some fighting, because I just sat here and watched all this fighting shit that was going on earlier. But no, fucking Digital Monster color overview and giveaway. We're gonna watch something that's about the back rooms, because I haven't did anything.
This video is sponsored by Grammarly. I would be lying if I said I didn't question my own skills and work ethic after discovering the biggest internet horror phenomenon of the past year was popularized by a 16-year-old. Now, I know Cian Parsons didn't create Backrooms. Like most of these creepypastas, Backrooms began life as an anonymous 4chan post from 2019 about the sickly, surreal, uneasy vibes of liminal spaces, which saw another user describe the Backrooms as a no-clipping out of reality where something sinister lurks around one of the endless corridors. However, I think we can all agree that it wasn't until Cian Parsons began releasing his series of short films from January 2022 did Backrooms become the mainstream enigmatic legend it is today. If you watched my recent Skinamarink video, I mentioned wanting to review Backrooms because besides watching videos by Nexpo, Nick Crawley, Lizzie Masquerade, and Jacksepticeye, I'm genuinely new to the whole internet subgenre that is analog horror. That's of course, unless you count Silent Hill, or any pre-HD found footage film I've covered, that roots itself in the gritty surveillance home video aesthetic. Despite seeing regular requests to cover the Backrooms, the reason I put off ever looking into it was because of my disillusionment towards anything cool.
So I kind of took a break from SCP and backroom stuff because I was getting oversaturating myself with it. So and me being smart, I was like, let me stay away from this until some new stuff from Kane Bixels come out or something like that. But no, fucking, yeah, man, fucking, I should hop on VR chat, huh? Nah, let's not. Because I'm just going to be a room by myself anyway, so like...
being put into the hands of the internet. It mainly stems from a video I made a few years back talking about the Slenderman phenomenon, which I guess you could say was the big internet horror juggernaut of my generation. After having identical origins as a mysterious 4chan post in 2009, it wasn't until around 2012 did Slenderman become an inescapable trend due to the 8 Pages game, which I believe paved the way for the compelling but oversaturation of short-form indie horror games with an inbuilt desire to generate free publicity from Let's Players and MatPat. By the way, that's not a cynical knock at every game, because if it wasn't for certain content creators, I would have missed some fun and ingenious creations. In fact...
Hold on. That thing is a video game?
After having identical origins as a mysterious 4chan post in 2009, it wasn't until around 2012 did Slenderman become an inescapable trend due to the...
Yeah, there was a crazy ass movie in 2011 where somebody gets killed in the bathroom because somebody went to go take a shit, and dude was like walks to the bathroom right while Slenderman's attacking, Well, he dude didn't know Slenderman was attacking, but like, dude was like a skeptic, and so he left to go take a shit, and Slenderman disappeared. Dude's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And then you just hear him just get eviscerated. Cause it's not like it was it was him yelling. You just hear like loud ass banging and like horrible ass like noises happening. It's fucked up.
8 pages game, which I believe paved the way for the compelling but oversaturation of short-form indie horror games with an inbuilt desire to generate free publicity from Let's Players and MatPat. By the way, that's not a cynical knock at every game, because if it wasn't for certain content creators, I would have missed some fun and ingenious creations. In fact, the only reason I ever heard of Backrooms was because of Let's Play recommendations. Anyway, the point I wanted to make was that, like with Slenderman and SCP and any public domain creation, for me personally, I find the more the internet involves itself in building lore, the less fascinating the whole thing became. Of course, don't get me wrong, I love the sense of community it builds, because at the end of the day, everyone is just tapping into their giddy fascination, and who am I to gatekeep something that clearly brings people joy? However, in terms of my personal interests, as the famous quote somewhat goes, things work a hell of a lot better when you don't explain them. At this point, if you agree or disagree with my feelings, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, leave a cheeky wee like and subscribe for more videos like this, and before we dive deeper into the backrooms, here are a few words from this video's sponsor, Grammarly. As someone who writes with a stream of consciousness delivery, one of my common fears is that my words either don't make sense, don't give off the right vibe, or there could simply be a much cleaner and efficient way of presenting them. That's where Grammarly comes in. This accessible digital writing assistant analyzes your writing style by going beyond traditional basic spelling and grammar functionality to provide you with genuine structural advice and help you adapt your writing to the specific tone of audience it's meant for. By using their website or installing their app, which for my iPad has a built-in switch for keyboards, Grammarly helps to not only better your productivity by proofreading and suggesting logical amendments, it also helps you to avoid misinterpretations in your tone, such as when writing hastily worded emails or letters when under.
I wonder, does Grammarly use AI? I wonder. Because we had Grammarly for a long time.
Pressure, thus improving your relationship with those you're working with, instead of accidentally coming off as too harsh or even too passive. Grammarly Premium even specifically adjusts your wording to make your tone appear capable, confident, and assured, which is perfect for me when reinforcing certain arguments in my scripts. For example, I'm currently working on a comparison between the Last of Us HBO series and the game, so having what is effectively a second opinion that knows my Microsoft Word, Grammarly Premium contrived over in with these internet creations 20% off. I always struggle to fit in with these internet creations because since the internet thrives on short-lived instantaneous reactions, by the time I get to it, they're usually demystified by contrived overindulgent lore, which in the case of Slenderman went from this strange Lovecraftian child abductor to some teleporting time distortion mind control conspiracy. When the YouTube series Marble Hornets became the go-to mainline story, Slenderman just became f***ing boring, and the
yeah, because they have a movie.
whole mystique rapidly fell apart. It's the same problem with the Blair Witch sequel.
They had a
just give me an incomprehensible, creepy entity and stop telling.
No, so the movie was fan-made, and how they did it was pretty cool because they had a whole little scene where they're trying to fight Slenderman, and he's turning people into other Slendermans. This is wild.
Me how it works. I've said this dozens of times before, and Super Eyepatch Wolf long covered this when talking about Junji Ito. When you start explaining away ambiguity, you invite scrutiny because you're applying logic and rules that dictate our prior and future understanding of the thing. It's not to say explanation doesn't have its effect, but leaving some things a mystery sustains the allure of its legacy. For me, it's like being late to a house party only to find the house is burned down and everyone's moved the party down the street. Before I know it, the whole neighborhood is on fire and I'm left thinking, boy, I can't keep up with the original fun of these things, can I? I might be 29, but I'm not afraid to admit I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to these internet trends, so in future, if you're going to request I cover the latest viral horror sensation, just know that I'm stuck in traffic from another millennium. Taking this into account, I went into the backrooms with an inherent bias where I felt it was going to start as a wonderfully simple idea, inevitably overburdened with forced-in lore to milk its virality.
I don't really feel that for Slender Man. I think like when it started, like people started like romanticizing, like, because that's why I started getting out of the whole creepypasta thing. When people start romanticizing people like Jeff the Killer and shit like that. Like, don't romanticize fucking murderers and the eldritch beings that would just murder you at the thought. Like, Jeff the Killer doesn't want to fuck you. Yeah, he wants to stab you, but not with his dick. But like, chill. It's like when they gave Chucky Jennifer Tilly. But no, Jennifer Tilly is the best thing that came out of that franchise. All right.
Virality for all it's worth, but after watching the first 16 videos currently in circulation at the time of recording this, all I can say is, I'm so sorry I ever doubted you. So, it was recently announced that A24 would be producing a feature film by Kane Parsons while he's on his summer vacation, that latter bit being such a dystopian sentence, which sounds like the perfect pairing for Backrooms to get the collaborative backing it needs to build beyond its origins without compromising its integrity for the sake of maximizing its commercial viability.
Yeah, it's crazy too. This dude did this all with Unity.
However, in its current
Good shit, kid. You probably learned this shit over like over COVID or whatnot and got really good at it.
form, Backrooms doesn't really need to be condensed into a feature film, because the delivery of short segregated videos that gradually build upon the lore is strikingly effective in a way that wonderfully fits the format of internet sleuthing. Mainly, there's a clear and consistent narrative logic that's never oversold to the viewer. We're given just the right amount of information and intrigue about what's going on without utterly spoiling the main mystery of just what exactly the Backrooms is. The initial short film, set in 1996, takes on the Blair Witch effect of throwing us into the world without any context as a narrative.
I like how the dude did the title card, because like it's not, you start off with the kids filming something, right, and do all that shit, right. Then all of a sudden it takes a couple of steps back, gets sucked into the fucking void, right. Camera falls down, Dutch angle, fucking main shot, fucking back rooms. I mean title card. Fucking really good title card. Whoever this kid is took a little bit of
Camera
film
operator
school.
no clips out of reality into a space of infinite corridors, eventually bumping into this glitchy straw monster thing, and soon falling back into reality. On its own, it's a powerful little short film. It's weird and ominous, with the setting eliciting this nauseatingly unnatural feel, with the abstract creature working thanks to a stark alien sound design. With a strong foundation in place, it would be easy to ruin it by jumping straight into explaining what we just saw, but Parsons was clever enough to put us in the shoes of researchers who are as equally perplexed by the Backrooms as we are. As such, we learn about the world with the characters in real time, with subtle insinuations suggesting the researchers are also in the dark about certain dangerous specifics. Every video introduces a new haunting discovery thanks to a unique visual style that never feels cheap or inorganic. I appreciate Parsons' respect for the audience. It never tries to confuse you or force in motifs, red herrings, or cryptic visuals to give off the illusion it's some meticulous work of genius. Its intelligence comes purely from simplicity. Each short ends just as we hit a dramatic crescendo, making you hungry for more, only for each subsequent follow-up to take us either in a new direction or recontextualize what we just saw. After the 1996 short, we flash back to 1990, where each short slowly reveals the discovery of a portal leading to the Backrooms.
I gotta go back to this to watch more of the background stuff like that, because it was really good content. Like, I'm into this kind of shit, like into this kind of vague kind of horror and whatnot. I like shit like the backrooms and stuff like that, and SCP and other related things.
And eventually, the unsurprising
Like Liminal Space is really cool. I like Liminal Space, but it has to be like 80s mall vaporwave Liminal Space, like the Windows wallpaper type shit.
reality that the shadowy organization researching it, called Async, are essentially trying to commercialize it as an infinite storage unit for industry processing, office space, shops, and even residential. They're basically turning an alien portal into a never-ending mall without truly knowing what they're dealing with, which thematically is much more timely than simply another government agency using it for nefarious means. Adding ignorance to the human side of the story is a great way of maintaining the ambiguous alien nature of it, especially when early videos suggest the backrooms can infect its inhabitants with fatal fungal bacteria. It works on top of an unsettling detail lingering in the background that the more Async interferes with the backrooms, the more it bleeds into reality in the form of no-clipping, hence the increasing disappearances leading to moments straight out of As Above, So Below. Unlike Marble Hornets, it's not leading you through time-wasting contrivances it has no idea
Yeah,
how to explain. Backrooms
that scene is fucked up, bro.
doesn't, well, back itself into a corner. It shows restraint not to overindulge, and knows how to follow
I like how people try to act like more rooms and shit like that, their own little twist to it.
through with its narrative. You can definitely see this through its visual influences like Annihilation, where scientists enter this unknowingly Lovecraftian entity only to lose part of their humanity in the process, or Stephen King's The Mist, where after poking and prodding at something that's clearly dangerous, don't expect it to play nice when it decides to fight back. By the end of the current series of videos I was watching,
Yeah, this shot right here is really good. Reminds me of Control, actually.
I stopped viewing the backrooms as a place and started seeing it as an actual physical creature luring its prey in by mimicking our world. When we talk about the uncanny valley, we typically associate it to human features because that's where we generate most of our emotional responses. However, the backrooms, and by extension the rising interest in liminal spaces, can really bring to life the subject of the uncanny environment. If you've ever seen the found footage film The Borderlands, and I know you have because a lot of you request it, you'll know what I mean when I say watching the backrooms is like entering the belly of the beast. Now, if you're an existential person or just do really hard drugs, while the concept of liminal spaces has been around forever, its increasing influence on the horror genre cannot be understated, given how our relationship with the pandemic has made us reevaluate how we perceive isolation. What's scary about the backrooms isn't the idea of something chasing me, it's the tangible fear of just being alone. At its core premise, Backrooms is about humans being subjected to a soulless void where they're trapped with their own thoughts. One of the most outstanding videos is called Pitfalls, where a character falls down a hole and discovers an empty neighborhood. While the eventual nightmare chase is powerful in its own right, it's the palpable melancholy that settles in that truly elevates the scene.
What is that? That is not a person!
Besides the basic setup of The Mist, there are two Stephen King stories that better encapsulate what the Backrooms is like. The first is a short story called The Jaunt, where humanity has discovered instantaneous teleportation across the universe, but for the procedure to work, humans have to be sedated before jaunting, and the reason for this becomes clear after a father tells his kids about its harrowing history as the family await to be teleported for the first time. Spoilers for The Jaunt, I highly recommend it. It's a harrowing short tale, but for those who want to know it, the story goes that a serial killer was offered a full pardon in exchange for jaunting without anesthetic, and instantaneously upon jaunting, they discover his hair has gone white, his eyes are peeled wide open, he's trembling, and simply tells them it's eternity in there before dropping dead. It's surmised that while jaunting is instant, for a conscious mind it feels agonizingly endless, with the story concluding with the father awakening to discover one of his children held their breath during anesthesia, now white-haired, twisting in pain, clawing at his eyes, screaming to his father, "Longer than you think, Dad, longer than you think."
Yikes.
They discover his hair has gone white, his eyes are peeled wide open, he's trembling, and simply tells them it's eternity in there before dropping dead. It's surmised that while jaunting is instant, for a conscious mind it feels agonizingly endless, with the story concluding with the father awakening to discover one of his children held their breath during anesthesia, now white-haired, twisting in pain, clawing at his eyes, screaming to his father, "Longer than you think, Dad, longer than you think."
Okay, I gotta watch the rest of these videos because there's more now. Hold on, guys. Are you serious?
This video is sponsored by Grammarly. I would be lying if I said I didn't question my own skills and work ethic after discovering the biggest internet horror phenomenon of the past year was popularized by a 16-year-old. Now, I know Kim Parsons didn't create Backrooms, like most of these creepypastas.
Market and non-market economies. Well, as I've said, that our negotiations in this area with the Soviets are just beginning. Commerce Secretary Peterson returned yesterday from 2 weeks, mostly in Moscow, but also in Warsaw, during which time very considerable progress was made. We're narrowing our differences. Which have kept us from settling our Lend-Lease debt for 25 years. And the good faith which the Soviets would demonstrate by settling the debt would set the stage for a presidential order permitting Exim Bank credits for sales to the Soviets. And it would also open the way for a presidential request of the Congress.
Sorry for being quiet. I gotta do it. You know, while I was watching the UK.
Mark, this is Team A. Do you read us?
Hey, team, this is Mark. I read you. What is it? We need immediate arms support in room 14C. My team now being held at gunpoint by a hostile. I repeat, please send immediate arms support to room 14C of your current.
For that panel, it should connect.
What was that?
Have I watched this?
I'd like to thank you all once again for your patience on this. It has been a stressful 15 hours for all of us here, and while he cannot currently be with us, Dr. Beck sends his apologies regarding the numerous inconveniences caused by our decision to keep you here overnight. Now, it appears that the situation has reached a point of some stability. We're still looking into a few things, but I feel that we can now properly address what occurred without running into speculation. What happened last night should not have happened. Not here, not with us. occurred was a gross misunderstanding that was the result of some severe information mismanagement. Even now, I believe most of you still have an incomplete idea of what took place last night. So before I fill you in, I need to address the fact that there has been information deliberately withheld from many of you on the project. Now, these choices were not made lightly and were done for only the best of reasons. However, I want to make it abundantly clear that following the events of last night, it has been proven to us that that method of conducting ourselves was not viable.
I'm also working in Reroad's studio right now, checking out a couple of things, and I just seen that also her the nails on the character are also turned into Is that just for all of that? Can I? No. Oh, I guess that's just for our hands.
So, I'm coming to you now to correct this mistake and begin delivering the authentic order of events as we understand them. On the morning of March 1st, a team of 4 researchers was sent into the complex to conduct a routine layout analysis. George Levy, Marvin Lee, Ronald McCarthy, and Peter Tench. At around 12:25 p.m., the group realized that they had lost track of Tench while traversing a previously accessed branch of hallways. As you'll recall, this prompted an immediate withdrawal of response back to standard, followed by several days of significant search efforts. However, those ultimately yielded nothing.
So they're explaining the incident that happened when Home Dude escaped.
As far as any of us were concerned, Tench had simply vanished, leaving no physical trace. Now, for obvious reasons, that wasn't something that we could disclose to the public. So, roughly 2 weeks following his disappearance, our security team was forced to put together a more acceptable cause of death that would keep attention away from this institute and provide closure to the family. So, that is all close to common knowledge, I presume. Not all of you were with us at the time of the incident, however, you're certainly aware of the effects it has had on our internal procedures over the past few months. Regardless, that was where Tench's involvement in this came to an end. Or, at least, that's what we assumed. Because on May 8th at approximately 5:30 p.m., a motion alert was sent out from the complex, which was closed off at the time. One of our senior engineers was sent down to assess the situation and discovered a male dressed in hazard gear who we were able to identify as Peter Tench. Immediately following this discovery, Tench was moved to a secure room on this floor, where over the following days, a select group of doctors were able to administer a panel of tests in order to determine what had happened to Peter in the 2 months he had been gone. Those tests yielded very little useful information. By all measures, Peter appeared to be in excellent health. However, we were still provided one very useful tool in understanding how the situation unfolded from his perspective. Some of you may recall that on the day of his disappearance, Tench was his team's designated camera operator. Well, when we recovered him, he still had that camera in his possession, and in fact had documented the entire ordeal. The footage will be presented in its entirety later today. However, for the purpose of this discussion, I will only be highlighting key events.
Ah, so they actually are releasing the footage. See, that makes sense now.
This is the hallway where Peter was last seen. They're not in view, but you can hear the others walking behind him. Now, as he approaches the branch on the right here, pay close attention to the audio.
Guys, can you hear this?
Save the discussion for afterwards, but what you just saw is what we believe to be the moment that Peter was instantaneously transported 2 months forward in time. Following that abrupt flash you just saw, Tench proceeds back out into the hallway in search of his team, but is without any indication of their presence. The next 30 or so minutes of the tape follow fairly panicked to Tench as he attempts to navigate his way back to the threshold. He he does obviously find his way back. However, the threshold appears not as he knows it, but as it appeared on the date of May 8th. And this ties us back to the moment when we recovered him.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, so like, is this like another side to it or whatnot? But no, he was just fine.
So, to summarize, from his point of view, he had only been inside the complex for several hours. So to him, all of the new developments surrounding the threshold were completely foreign. Luckily, though, as I already mentioned, there were people available to manage the situation as it unfolded. And over the course of the following days, we were able to properly sit down with Peter and work with him to gain a collective understanding of what had happened. However, there was still the very significant fact that Mr. Tench was considered legally deceased as a result of the cover story, and reversing that would be no easy feat. He understood this and was willing to cooperate while we looked for a way to reintegrate him without raising suspicion. Unfortunately, though, that process ended up taking quite a bit longer than we had anticipated, and all the while Peter was sucked out here waiting idly by. We did our best to keep him engaged, but it is hard to combat the effects of prolonged sensory deprivation on the human brain, and as a result, Peter's mental state took a toll. Not to a degree that was outright concerning at first, but around the end of week 2, we noticed that he was starting to exhibit a number of behaviors common in patients diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, though we don't have reason to believe that Mr. Tench was afflicted with that condition.
Damn.
Whatever the case, while he didn't express it outright, from what we could gather, he appeared to have deluded himself into believing that he was still inside some sort of illusion created by the complex, and that we were secretly looking to do him harm. This all came to a head on the night of the 22nd, when, while Tench was finally about to be transferred to a temporary above-ground residence, he broke away from us and, using stolen credentials, forced his way back into the complex where he would go undiscovered until just last night, when he ambushed and violently attacked Team B in room 14C, leaving Dr. Bloom in critical condition. We can presume that during the 2 or so days Tench spent in the complex, he met drove the idea that he could somehow escape through an alternate threshold, but still held on to the belief that all of us here were working to trap him in some way, despite our actions saying exactly the opposite. Immediately after firing a single shot from the Remington 870 to Dr. Bloom's side, Tench fled the scene and headed to the threshold outpost, where he would turn the weapon on several more of you while progressing to standard and through the lower offices. Given the abrupt and chaotic nature of the unfolding situation, it took our security team several moments longer than it ideally should have to figure out what was happening. But thankfully, while Tench was passing through one of the empty labs next to storage, Dr. Maxwell was able to act quickly and managed to disarm him, accidentally discharging the weapon into the ceiling in the process, though. However, Tench still managed to avoid apprehension, fleeing into the maintenance wing and evading our security staff by taking the freight elevator to the surface. Now, this situation could have played out very badly, given the potential number of witnesses around the building at the time. But, luckily for everyone involved, as far as we can tell, Tench was not noticed as he exited the property. Around 5 minutes later, our security team made it to the ground floor and began a thorough sweep in the direction of the hillside where cameras had last observed Tench. Now, there's no easy way to say this other than to just say it. I am terribly sorry to inform you all, but Mr. Tench was found deceased halfway down the hillside. The result of an extreme blow to the head. It appears that while he was running through some brush, he failed to anticipate a sudden dip in the ground and tragically fell forward into a large rock.
Damn.
Given the circumstances, it was not something any of of us could have anticipated or prevented. The tragedy of the entire situation undoubtedly remains, but...
Damn, that sucks. I don't know, that still sounds...
Dr. Tench, regardless of how troubled he was in his final days, was a brilliant man who gave his all to this project. He would certainly not want us hindering it in his name. What we're doing here is so much bigger than any one person. It is the work of a unified effort, and we need to ensure that that is never lost sight of. That we hold on to the pre-established notion that Peter is and has been deceased. That is done, and there is nothing more to be extracted.
Damn. This is getting kind of creepy, but it's like, I like it though. And then you get to ease in while it's easing in so fucking slow. Oh, it just ends. Alright. Next video. I've never watched Presentation. FBI warning. I like this, by the way.
The world around us is ever-changing. Throughout this past century, we have seen the advent of countless innovations that have completely reshaped life as we know it. But with all of this growth comes a number of undesirable byproducts. Byproducts that, if left unchecked, have the potential to irreversibly scar our modern world. As human expansion is projected to increase exponentially in the coming decades, we must account
I like how distorted the voice is.
for these never-before-faced challenges in ways equally never-before considered. Here at Async, we believe we have found the solution. The Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System.
Yeah, we got a full name and everything.
What is the Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System? Using 32 will be distributed across all points, allowing for cargo and personnel to seamlessly pass through their designated threshold. While our current threshold is limited in scale, future models will be able to span entire rooms, allowing for the transfer of larger vessels and equipment.
So we all know that the whole plan was used for storage. Wow, look at that. Just keeps expanding. Wow, just keeps going. Save has new item. Oh shit. I think I know new ones. Oh, you do got this one. Alright, we gotta change that body type. Like, that doesn't look like a Unity mod, honestly. Look at all these concepts. What was that? Okay, so they show this, but what was the other shit that was beforehand? Wow. Need to watch this frame by frame. Okay, so that's that.
There having case wiring.
Look at CG. Fuck you, snackers. I think this is wild right here. Look how they got it set up. Okay, so that's a diagram. I like that little flash of light there.
Research and commercialization could have been expedited. Well, I'm glad you think that way. As a matter of fact, if you look to laws for the page, you see exactly the technologies in the world by failure to recognize that by having a system of declassification of certain elements, having the industry be with us at that point. Sir, you should come over here. Sir, please take a look at this. If you could all just excuse me for a moment. My apologies. What is it? What was the introduction?
The animation is really good. So that's when they find right. So there's more like this. Reunion. Prototype.
Subject is male, somewhere between 18 and 21 years old. I estimate that the time of death was around 5 days ago, but due to the severe tissue damage, it's hard to say for sure. The cause of death was likely malnutrition. I was able to recover most of the digestive tract. So, things start to deviate from what we would consider to be natural. The decomposition process appears to have been stunted somehow. It's like portions of the body stopped decaying and were sustained. Other areas, however, were completely overtaken by culture. So, I took samples of some of the material here. At first, I thought it was an aggregated
Guys, it's cordyceps.
collection of Pseudomonas fluorescens, but it seems to be closer to a mutated strain of simple hay bacillus, which it should be completely benign, but well, really, I don't know what to make of this. Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
Some of his shots of the back rooms, like this shot right here. Wow, this is a great view right here. Alright. That's enough of the back rooms. I low key want to watch more back room stuff though, but like, yeah, we gotta watch something else than just the back rooms for now. Gotta react to something else for about another hour. Damn. There's cars, but it probably don't work. How can you hear dude's heartbeat? I'm just skipping through it because it's like 43 minutes. Hey, the pool rooms. Right, here's some vaporwave now. Yeah, man, this is like a walk simulator. Or a walking simulator. Look at the hill. Why can't you just use a car? I'll play on the screen. Turns around, all the mannequins are moved again. Oh wow, it's hell, guys. It says cynical stuff, guys. Oh, it's evil. Dude, what if this is a straight fall? Oh damn, look at that. Somebody with the copy tool on this went to town. Unknown frequencies. Oh, that's wild. Oh. Yeah, fuck this skybox. What if somebody just push you down that motherfucker, dude? You'd be done. Oh, he's gonna walk in between. Oh, am I doing past the point of no return? What is this video game shit right here, fam? Yo, so he's just going deeper and deeper into it. Why though? Look at this shit. Left side is like 4 sons. The final stage. Oh shit. Oh, mansion. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Oh wait, you guys can't see. Hold on. I gotta wind this just a little bit. Look how weird this shit is. They just keep reappearing like that. That's fucking scary, dude. Fuck those mannequins. I wish I had my glasses on so I could see. Don't touch them, DR, and don't look at them, DR. The neighbors and disease not be fatal or hostile like the last three, but if you get touched by one or touch them, wait, what? Don't touch them and don't let them touch you. These neighbor entities may not be fatally hostile unlike the last three, parts 1 through 5. But if you get touched or by one or you touch them by accident, you will immediately be teleported to level 0, part 1. Damn. Isn't level 0 like the place where you're supposed to go? He's gonna touch one of the neighbor. He's gonna touch one from, huh? This video game ass video game. Oh shit. Why gotta put a stinger like that? Turns back around, they're right in front of his face. Oh wow. Oh wow, the houses they're lifting. Oh, is that a hand? Why is there a hand? Okay. Oh, she must have did that. Oh, the house is clean now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, fuck this mannequin shit, yo. Is he still in the back rooms? It harms you. Dude, the fucking buzzing. Oh shit, that's the outside. What kind of Silent Hill shit is this? Alright, no more back rooms. We're done. We gotta watch something now. Ah, shit. What's this on my subscriptions? Let's see what's there so I can have like not feel so tired and shit. Cause I'm really trying to watch this, but like shit. Have my neck looking at one side the whole time. Trying to look at this. Fuck. I should be wearing glasses. Oh, the nap I had felt so good. Oh shit. I just gotta stop napping because it's gonna fuck up my sleep schedule. Ah, fuck. Oh yeah, we gotta watch this because fucking I actually want to go more deeper
Saying,
into this because this
I
is fucked
know,
up.
they know where I live.
So there's this woman who was being critical of she's a Muslim mother by the way. She was being critical of somebody of the trans community who's being like dead ass like a groomer, and she just gets her shit docs, her children's school docs, all this shit. It's fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. And I think I watched this with hold on. There's Ruin Lion I believe talked about it. Where are you, Ruin Lion? Where is? I watched so many fucking videos. No, that one. Where is it?
Before we go any further, as you call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front. I found a way to get peace of mind for years and left the hell alone. Turn a deaf ear to the cellular phone. Send me a letter, we can see each other in real life. Just so you can feel me like a steel knife. At least so you can see the white of their eyes. Bright with surprise once they finish spitting lies. Associates is your boys, your girls, bitches, niggas, homies. Close, but really don't know me. Mom, dad, comrade, peeps, brothers, sisters, duns, dunnies. Some come around when they need some money. Others make us laugh like the Sunday funnies. Fam, be around.
There we go.
I know I said that I'm going to stay out of it, but I just have to show you these videos that I found. So once again, a lot of people are saying Jeffrey Marsh is not discussing.
So this has been posted by Ruin Lying, and I've been watching a lot of his content ever since he's been posted by recommended like a couple of years ago. It's really good content. And I barely show shit on here because I don't want to be that kind of dude, but no, fuck all that. Let's watch this shit. This needs to be spread out. This needs to be spread out to other outlets and stuff like that.
With kids, okay?
They're trying to educate them about the trans community, which, by the way, has nothing to do with sex, you
Thanks for calling me a whatever you called me. And what did you say? They're not discussing with kids? Okay, let me show you something.
Hello, Patreoners. I want to tell you a story that I never have put on social media, that I never have told to anyone. It's about Jeff and I having sex.
Hey, yo. So when I first heard this, I was like, hey, yo. And like, Ruin Line's going to keep playing this because I watched the video already to check if it was like all good or whatnot. And I would echo like a couple of things that he's going to say, but you know what? I'm just going to play the video and just like,
Are you allowed to talk about that on Patreon? But it's actually not about that. It's about having childhood trauma and how for the very longest time, years actually, I couldn't let go in my sex life.
Yikes.
So what was that again? What was that video that I watched? That was on Patreon. Jeffrey Marsh doesn't talk about... What did you just say that? Oh, and look what else I found on their Patreon.
If you are attempting to figure out if you want to go no contact, let me give you a tip. Go no contact first before you figured it out. If you tell your mother, for example, you're going to go no contact and she makes it all about her. She says, what the fuck does that mean? She steamrolls over your experience or your emotions. She makes it all about her. She tries to manipulate you with guilt. That is really valuable information about how to proceed.
Yikes.
If you go no contact and she says, I love you very much, I respect your decision, please take as much space as you need, I'll be working on myself and I'm ready if you ever want to have contact again. That's helpful information too. Give it a shot.
Manipulation comes to my brain.
Yikes.
So Jeffrey Marsh is teaching these kids, no matter how your parents react, you should still go no contact. And then after the no contact, who will you go to? You need a friend.
So what is no contact? Like no contact with people?
Friend that will keep your secrets and support you and love you like family, right? So these kids will go to Jeffrey Marsh. I don't get what else I'm supposed to show, honestly. Oh, I know what I will show. A warning from a school to keep away from Jeffrey Marsh.
Absolutely astounding and disgusting.
Sorry, I'm kind of smoking weed right now, and I got the cough. The reefer goblin got me, guys. Oh god, this is some harsh ass weed. I don't think I got a seeds out of her. I backed it too tight. All right.
Then I get parent emails like everyone else does about their kids at school.
I just have one question for those people who are defending Jeffrey Marsh. If Jeffrey Marsh was a straight male, not trans, would you still be supporting them? They would probably be talking to the FBI by now.
Deadass, she's right too. Even though she's Muslim, well, not even though she's Muslim, even though like she's out of pocket, she's 100% right. Like if this was a dude, they would have got canceled. They would have got Andrew Tate so hard, but since it's a gay man or a trans person, I guess grooming children like openly on TikTok and stuff like that, it's not a problem, People just see it as person being attacked. We really need to fix how we go at things, especially on the internet or whatnot. Especially on the internet, because like the mind rot is really fucking strong, and you could just see this shit, bro. Like shit right here. You know what? No.
Okay, guys, this video is going to be a bit long.
Stop telling trans people that we're inspirational.
Stop telling kids to go on your Patreon and chat to you privately without their parents knowing.
Yikes.
And then a lot of people made stitches of me saying I'm transphobic, I've done a lot of bad stuff, they've even attacked my scarf, my religion, a lot of bad stuff, which I don't want to go into. And these people have...
These are why trans people can't have nice things. Toxic people on the internet attacking normal people, saying they're doing it for trans people, even though they're doing it for their own selfish reasons, and not looking into shit or whatnot. Like, this is why people can't unify with trans people, because there are toxic people in there that makes the community looks fucking horrible.
Also said they are not talking to the kids. Okay, so I did a little bit of digging.
Hi, kids. Hey, kids. I want to talk to the kids. Hi, kids. Hey, kids.
So yeah, there's a lot of videos of them addressing kids. Now, the main video I want to talk about.
Your parents screwed up. It's okay to say so. That's why I made a Patreon.
So you want to talk to kids whose parents have screwed up? Why? Why you want to talk to these particular kids? Why?
That's why I made a Patreon, so that we could talk about it, so that we could connect in a way that has more privacy.
Yikes. More privacy? Why do you need more privacy? I don't think they need more privacy. I think they need to get away from your kids.
So that we could talk to each other in a way that's more open, and stuff that we wouldn't share like in the comments of a video like this. I think you're worthy. And
so you want to talk to kids on a social media platform privately about topics that cannot be talked about in the video of TikTok's comments sections. Because why? Why you want to do that? Why you can't chat about these topics in these comments? Is it because you might get flagged or something? What could be the reason? Could this be one of the reasons? Going no contact with the kids' parents? Because you say in one of your videos how kids can go no contact with their parents. So you teach kids how to go no contact with their parents?
Hey, yo, that's wild. That's fucking wild.
Is that what you're teaching them on Patreon? Or is it this? You're teaching this more on... Because this video might get flagged. That's why I don't want to say the word.
Oh, wow. I didn't see this part. I was just listening because I was watching dishes most of the time. But, yeah, man. This should get investigated. Like, dead ass. Him and his community.
And this is Jeffrey Marsh's Patreon. You talk about this topic with kids. Now here are just some of the signs of grooming. Literally one of the first ones. Gaining access and isolating the victim. Asking them privately to go on Patreon and talking to them privately so you can connect. And then showing these kids that you trust them, you love them, you'll keep their secrets, and to keep them isolated from their parents. And then the icing on the cake is this video.
Hi, beautiful. If you do not have a family that loves you, I'm going to be your family.
Yikes.
No, you can't. You are a stranger on the internet. You are not their family. Oh, and another thing. You can turn off age...
I love how Lauren Lyon just letting her cook.
Restrictions on Patreon. So kids can go to Jeffrey Marsh's, their Patreon.
So I just got an email saying,
pretty much a threat saying they know where I live. And what scares me the most is they have got my daughter's details on the email, like what time I leave to drop them to school, pick them up. And
This is horrible, man.
it's not a coincidence because both of my daughters, they go to 2 different schools, so they know. They've given the school details and everything, so yeah, my daughters are involved now in this. As some of you might know, that my car was damaged in this whole thing. I was getting not very nice videos and now emails with a lot of details on that email, so I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to talk.
Damn, that's wild. How fucked up you gotta be to defend a fucking rumor? That's wild. How do you attack somebody because they were right about someone? That's wild. Jeez.
Talk about Jeffrey Marsh. I've deleted everything, removed it. If you guys want to go ahead, but please don't come to my house. You just get on with your life, I'll get on with mine.
And also, I believe, because there's another video that I watched. I think Roomline added in this video. Hold on. Let me stay quiet.
You guys want me to say I'm sorry? Fine, I'm sorry. Please don't come at me. Don't come to my house. Don't do anything with me, because I'm just one person, and specifically 4 or 5 of you have. 4 or 5 of you have kind of done stuff. Like some of you have found old pictures of me and uploaded it on TikTok without my hijab. So you guys have done that. I know you guys are gonna take the mickey out of this video. So, but my main thing is, please don't continue this. I'm sorry. Please don't come for my kids.
This is why I don't like trans activists. I don't like any form of activist, because it's a bunch of people who choose to do something very dumb thinking they're protecting marginalized people in communities. How are you going to see a woman get on any platform and say they disagree with what this person is doing? They disagree with how this person is going about it. They're doing something that they view as deceptive, and your response is to dox her, involve her kids, key her car, threaten her. And yes, she can go around saying she just wants civil dialect. She doesn't want anybody arguing with each other.
Hello everyone, I hope all of you are well. Yesterday I posted a video where I was very upset regarding an email I received. And since then I haven't posted, and I wanted to take a break from TikTok. But today I've come back on TikTok because I got some messages on my WhatsApp regarding people getting threatened. Those of you who are threatening other content creators because you are wanting to support me, don't. Stop it. I don't want you to do that. Please, I'm requesting you, those of you who support me, don't do that. That is something I do not want at all. There is so much negativity in this world right now. We do not need communities fighting with each other. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. It doesn't matter what community you come from. We are all human beings. And hopefully we want the same thing, to live peacefully and not fight. And even if you don't support me, you shouldn't be threatening. So just everybody stop threatening each other, please. It doesn't matter what community you are from. Everybody stop threatening each other, please. I don't want to talk about this topic anymore, and hopefully you guys respect that. Also, if you are wanting to talk about it, please don't, because I feel as though this is going to...
Man, this is making the trans community look so bad right now. This is sad, honestly.
just spread so much more hate regarding different communities. So please, no matter what community you are from, please don't talk about it. Don't threaten anyone. Let's just try and live peacefully together. I don't want any ill will on any community, whether it's the trans community or the Muslim community. I don't want any problems, anyone hurting, anyone, nothing like that, please. I'm sorry. And I would like to just stop talking about it. Thank you. I'm going to be taking a break. Thank you.
Welcome to dealing with issues on the internet, because people don't have too many rational thoughts. They want to sit there and complain. They want to sit there and say, my side is right. They want to sit there and say, I know everything. They want to sit there and say, I have every idea solved, and all you have to do is shut up and listen to me. They want to say everything's oppressive. They want to say every group is marginalized, and we all got to band together to protect the marginalized. And if you dare criticize any one person for doing or saying something that's just a little bit suspect, you will be demonized for it. You will have idiots who decide it's a great idea to key somebody's car. It's a great idea to dox them. It's a great idea to threaten them. Because instead of refuting any of the points or asking for more clarification from the person being called out, you instead resort to violence, and you think in your mind that's going to get people to like you. For like the 10th billionth time, bullying people and doing things that cause more problems than solutions doesn't make anyone like you. It makes more people hate you. It makes more people hate that marginalized group. It makes more people have irrational thoughts. And you are at fault. People who think it's a good idea to dox, key people's cars, threaten people, bully them, and harass them, all because they said something about one person who's doing something that's a little bit suspect, or saying something that's a little bit suspect. I wish y'all would grow up and understand you can refute somebody's points. All you got to do is sit back, take time, open your ears, and hear what is being said so that you could understand what's being talked about and you can respond. Saying, ooh, woo, it's all transphobic, nobody's going to care about that. Ooh, woo, that's bigot, no one cares. Ooh, woo, you're being offensive, nobody cares. Refute the points. And if you can't, shut the hell up so we can find somebody that can engage in a conversation. It's weird how many people want to protect individuals who are doing or saying something very stupid instead of just saying, well, let me hear this for a second. Let me hear what's being said so that I can understand it. Because if you do, you'll either agree with the stupid thing or realize the stupid thing is being said. And sorry, a lot of the things that are being said by this TikTok transgender are stupid. And you could come key my car if you want. I got a gun and I can solve any issue you could even think of. But that's besides.
I love like dudes like I have a gun. I just blow you away. I have a force multiplier.
The point. I wish more people would just understand. You have avenues that are civil, but you're not because you're stupid. You're easily triggered by people who just say, "Hey, I don't like this thing." And the more I see it, the more my point is made stronger that trans activists are the problem, and I will always hate them because anything you do just leads to more stupid issues. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next.
Yeah, subscribe to Ruin Line for those who are like, up in here right now just watching. Like, no, really subscribe to his stuff. He makes really good content. But no, fucking, yeah, that's wild. Attacking people just because they're seeing somebody being foul. I bet you there was a bunch of kids doing it too. Subscriptions. Fucking gross. I'm looking for another video right now to watch. I think I need to watch something that's funny. I've been watching a lot of stuff on depressing shit and ever since like the drama happened with Adam 22 and No Jumper and all that stuff. I need something funny to watch. Man, I want to watch Wild Spartan so bad, but I think I'll have to do my own thing with like other friends and stuff like that. I can't just watch memes alone. I need other friends to watch with. Matter of fact, hold on. Is Nano even up? Nano. Boop, 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 boop. Hey guys, I'm streaming. What are you guys doing right now? You guys gaming?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, alright then. Deuces. Alright. Ah, damn. I thought that was new Damachi episodes. This is live stream prep. Ooh, what's this? It's new episodes? Oh, there's a new episode. Let's go. We got new episodes, guys. Why is Gohan super sad? Is Emo Gohan?
Emo, what the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be doing Gohan verse.
I just found out. My dad just died.
Isn't he still alive?
No, he's not.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn, man. We lost Slick. I totally forgot about that, man. Fuck. I said we don't do anything sad, but damn.
You put up a decent fight, Namekian. 5 out of 10. Would fight again if drunk. Here's a gold star for trying.
Go on. You were right.
Oh!
Now then, where were we?
Damn, Night Terror is so strong he's having a fucking heart attack.
Morning. Where's Piccolo? Where's Piccolo?
Damn, no more Slick. Rip Slick. He was the goat. I don't think I played this song on
No! Out of the question!
We don't have a choice, sir. This'll give you enough time to work on Kelfa.
Cybermen! You are not strong enough to fight them!
Except for the Piccolo.
You're not suggesting it because of your weird obsession with Piccolos.
What? No, it's not like...
Pause.
I'll take great pleasure in humiliating them as I snuff the life from their bodies. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Cybermen, I can't lose you two.
You won't.
Are we there yet?
No.
How about now?
No.
Yeah, I guys could have just flew.
Now?
If you ask me again, I will blow you up right now. Oh, of excitement.
As in you'll tell me about the legend of this power?
Sure. I'll tell them of an old Namekian legend. That'll keep them quiet for a while. My good sir, have you ever heard of the legend of the first red Namekian?
The red Namekian, let's go.
Centuries ago, there was a colony on Namek who lived in peace but was isolated from the other Namekians. That was until the Saiyans landed in their village. They made quick work of it and made the Namekians their slaves. But One Namekian managed to escape their clutches. He ran as far as he could, but one of the idiotic Saiyans caught up to him in a cave. Just when that Saiyan was about to off him, a stray boulder struck and killed him. The Namekian was shocked and confused as to what he'll do. That's when a thought occurred to him. A thought not a single Namekian ever had before. Do you know what that thought told him to do? Eat the Saiyan.
Eat the Saiyan?
What he was doing was insane, but he did it anyway. And without pause, he felt a great pain. A pain he never felt before that made him wish his god killed him right at that spot.
Yikes.
The pain caused his skin to turn red and grow white hair. By the time the pain subsided, he felt a power he never felt before.
He became a
He
great.
went back to the village and slaughtered all the Saiyans and freed his people.
A great ape.
Though that same Namekian grew crazy and killed his people later. But I won't tell him that. We're here.
What is this place?
Jiro Beach. A few
Jiro.
miles away from Tournament Island.
And this is where I can get this power?
Key blocker activated.
You know what happened after I killed my first Piccolo?
No, don't care.
When I killed my universe's Piccolo, I don't know how to put it. This is a bit dirty, but... I got an erection.
Oh,
Did you
God.
really need to tell me that after grabbing me?
Meh, that's their issue. Hey, Mac, bake me some of your world-famous pot brownies.
God, fucking dumb. I was also for seriously like, you know what? Let's get some pot brownies.
Chief.
No way a Cyberman is coming back from that. That's the last time I let someone with an erection grab me. I seriously hope no one was around to hear that.
I did.
Impossible! Cybermen should die after exploding. Why are you alive?
Nanomachine, son.
Nanomachine.
Of course it is.
As long as there's one left in me, I'll always regenerate.
You must be a member of the Saint Gohan beasts. You fighting me must mean I'm a threat.
Don't kid yourself, boy. Based on what we know about your little group, you're the weakest.
Damn.
I'll show you who's weak!
What animations you use for this? I know they're like somewhat compared to animations, but like I wonder if they use any stock animations for this. Good fight, by the way.
Solar Flare!
Who was that picture just now? Who was that picture? Hold on. You can't do us like this. Really? Really? I can't believe I actually got Jermaine to show this on stream.
That moment, he was going to self-destruct again. I have to keep my distance.
This boy's thinking he'll have to keep his distance away from me. Fine, I'll play along for now.
For now. Oh, you got the airflow grenade? Does like he just have to counter for this? Is he dodging? I think he is dodging.
Bored now.
Sanko! Ha!
I thought it was a ball.
Boy. I know what you're doing, boy. You think that if you maintain your distance, then you won't get hit with my explosion. Well, I got news for you, boy. I don't need to grab you to activate my explosions. Bang.
What?
Oh yes, he had guns for fingers. Let's go. He about to kick you.
Here, let me give you a hand.
Oh, that's violent.
You Piccolos are pathetic. Every single one I killed thought they weren't weak. That they were special. You are weak, Piccolo. You aren't special. And there's no Queen of England. You and all your multiverse versions will always be disgusting slug creatures that will never amount to anything.
Man, he sure is racist.
The only useful thing you'll ever do is cause them to fall apart.
Fight out, Emo! If you interrupt this fight, I'll never forgive you.
That's the spirit, Piccolo. Get up! Show him how special you are. Oh, so close.
Piccolo! Please, stop this! I'm sorry that I made you feel like you aren't a part of the team! Truth is, Piccolo, I care about you! I was afraid to lose another Piccolo!
Aww!
Fine, but please, Piccolo, give up this fight! You're part of this team! I don't care if you are dead weight!
Oh, he's gonna turn Super Saiyan. Let's go.
Not that way!
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yo,
Oni fucking Piccolo looks cool.
thanks for watching. If you enjoyed Gohanverse and want to check out more episodes, check out the playlist to the right. If you're a fan of the waifu stuff, check out our KWC video.
Yeah, the waifu stuff is really good, but damn.
Which is also to the right. Finally, if you're a lurker or new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. It really will help in the YouTube algorithm. Expect a new Gohanverse episode around June, July. We need more time to work on these episodes to make sure they are really fucking polished to a T. I want to thank you guys for all the support for the series. It really means a lot for me and the team. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day and night.
Yeah, that was a good episode. Fucking seeing fucking Piccolo do that shit was really fucking cool. Nice fan design. But with that said, I know what, I'm just gonna end the stream right here. Kind of tired anyway. It's kind of late. I don't really want to go take a piss and do all that good stuff. But with that said, deuces, y'all. Hold on, I gotta do this first.